In our last video, we talked about lithium jump boxes, but what about lithium batteries? So the reason I decided to do this video is actually I had a customer who brought me a sealed rechargeable battery like the one you see here. He wanted to upgrade it to a lithium. He was very loyal to the brand because he knew that PowerSonic had been around a very long time and they've always made good quality batteries. He actually had a lot of research done already, and through our conversation, I was able to learn a lot myself as well. So today, I'm going to share with you why you should upgrade your sealed lead acid battery to a lithium. So the first pro we're going to talk about between lithium and lead acid is going to be the shelf life. So according to PowerSonic's spec sheet here on the 12 volt 20 amp hour lead acid, we can see here on the graph, the standing period here is how long, how many months this just sitting on the shelf. From sitting on a shelf for a standing period of time versus the capacity ratio of a lead acid battery. So we have 100% all the way down to 0%, and then this is X amount of months here on this axis. This graph is showing that just from the battery sitting on a shelf, it just slowly starts to lose its charge. And we talked about that at the beginning of the video when we showed the bigger jump boxes that used to use the lead acid batteries. When people would leave them sitting in their garage for a year or two, when they go to use them, what would happen is that they would be completely dead. And this graph is that proof of that. This thing sits in your garage, 18 months, and you come to use it, depending on the temperature, you should expect it to be, even if you stored it at 100% charge, to almost have lost 60 to 70% of its full charge capacity. And with lithium, this is something you can avoid. Lithium actually has a 5 times longer storage capacity. It will still do something like this on a graph. However, it's probably going to look a lot more like this, where it's just going to slightly lose capacity over a long period of time, but it's going to be all but 10 or 20 or 30% of its retention capacity over this same amount of time versus lead acid. Another thing I wanted to actually show on this graph is the shelf life and storage at the different temperatures of the lead acid as well. So if you were wondering, where you should store your lead acid or how you should store it to make it last the longest, this graph actually helps you with that as well. So you can see here at 41 degrees Fahrenheit, at 68 degrees Fahrenheit, at 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and 104. So realistically, if you really wanted to store your lead acid jump box, the best option would be to put it in your refrigerator. However, since that's not really realistic, what's going to happen is most people are going to have it in their home or in their garage at these higher temperatures. And we can see here on the graph is even if that battery is inside your home and it's a lead acid battery, it's still going to lose a lot of its capacity retention. So you should be charging your lead acid batteries essentially at this 4 months or even 2 month period of just sitting and not being utilized or charged or maintained. A second advantage of lithium versus the lead acid is actually going to be one of the most important factors, and that's going to be the current, essentially, the discharge rate and the charge rate of the batteries. And what I mean by that is, here we can look at the lead acid battery from PowerSonic. And if we look down here to the nominal voltage at the different performance specifications, we can see that they've load tested this battery at different amp ratings. And I'll explain this and why there's this misunderstanding a lot with the lead acid batteries and the storage. So what's happening here is the battery was loaded with a 1 amp current and it had given us 20 amp hours. At 1.9 amp current, it did 19 amp hours. At 3.4 amp current, it did 17 amp hours. And at 13.1 amps down to 9.6 volts, it went to 13.1 amp hours. One con about the lead acid is going to be, if you were to charge the battery at too high of an amperage or current, you're going to damage the battery and it's going to look something like this. To avoid this from happening, you would want to use a charger that is a smart charger or a smart maintainer, so then it's not applying too much amperage into your lead acid battery and damaging the battery. However, with the lithium battery technology, we have something completely different happening. Look here and read what it says. It says max charge current 20 amps, and your max discharge current is 30 amps. The reason that is because lithium batteries essentially have a 1C rating, and lithium batteries are rated at a C rating where lead acid aren't. This battery at 1C is 20 amp hour, and a lithium battery can handle 1C, which means that you can put 20 amps into it safely, and you can also exhaust 30 amps out of this battery, which means that this battery's discharge rate is 1.5C. So it's 1.5 times greater than its max charge current. So to break down the math a little bit more simpler, we can just say this. This battery has a 1C of 20 amps, 1C, which means that if I applied 1 amp to this battery, it's going to last 20 hours. Still, if I apply 5 amps to it, it's going to last 5 hours, and vice versa. If you apply 10 amps into it, it's going to last 2 hours, and if I apply 20 amps into it, it'll last 1 hour. So you can see here that lithium allows you to put 1, 5, 10, or 20 amps into the battery, and it'll still last this same amount of time in terms of hours. Another advantage of the lithium versus the lead acid is also going to be the weight, and we're going to demonstrate that here right now. Going to weigh about, let's see, 12.4 pounds. So yeah, that's pretty heavy. I mean, when I get bored, I work out with these at work. I do curls. 6 pounds. So your wife could curl these. So just to recap, the lithium is going to have a better shelf life, better rated capacity, both charging and discharging. And then the price. You are getting 4 to 5 times the performance of the lead acid and the lithium. This is actually here going to be your cheaper option. Again, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this content, please like, comment, or subscribe.
And hit that bell.